Hi guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to sew this beautiful dress. I already did a video on how to cut it. I'll be dropping the link in the description box. If you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe. It will go a long way to encourage me, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks a lot for your support. I really appreciate it. These are the material I'll be using: a two-night, lace, mirror face, thread, zipper, and shambala cord. That's what I use to form the loops and the back, and the rope for to form the design. That's to tie the back, and then a bias applique for it. Now, like I said earlier, I've dropped the link to the cutting of this dress in the description box. So now I'm turning the neck of the front with the lining. So I'll be fixing the loop. I later brought down the neck of this dress so that the loop starts from the beginning, that's from the neck area, the neck region. So I cut through the dart to the neck. After bringing down the neck, I cut the dart open and start from there. So the distance between each loop is 1.75. So you place it, and after placing it, I'll show you how to place it. And then when you are placing, please let the loop face rest on the side. Okay, so I later changed the direction of where it's facing. Here I made it to rest on the center front. So when you are placing, that's the zipper part, no, make sure that it rests on the side, right, and side back. Okay, make sure that when you are placing it, you place it on the side back. Okay, not on the center back, not on the side where the zipper will be, so that by the time you finish sewing, it will fall back to where the zipper will be. I don't know if you understand. When you're placing, right now I placed it on the zipper fabric. Okay, the side where the zip will be. Okay, the piece where the zip will be. All right, so when you are placing, you place where the side. Okay, so you can see that I later changed it. Okay, I've changed it, so I kept it by the side, so that by the time I sew it and I'm tying the rope, it will not be facing the other side, it will be facing the zipper side. Okay, okay, so I'm just sewing the waist dart. Is the waist dart that I use after cutting open the I cut open the waist dart, and I use it to place the loops. Okay, just like the way you sew for adults, right? Okay, so this is it. So I did the same thing to the other side of the back. You can see that for this one I place it on the side. That's, you're placing it on the other side so that by the time you finish sewing the dart, it will now face that zipper part. Then the loop, I cut it on fold 1.5. That's, if it's not on fold, it's 3 inches. On fold is 1.5, so that by the time I use half inch to sew the darts, what will be coming out to be like 1 inch or a little bit lesser than 1 inch, so that it won't be too long. Okay, so for the lining, I just sew it nothing. Then I will use the lining to turn the neckline for both sides of the back. I left 1 inch at the for this to so that I'll be able to use it to fix the zip. So at the place where there will be zip, I didn't sew the lining to the fabric there, so that I'll use that part to fix the zip. But if you sew to the end, when it's time to fix the zip, you will have to lose it. So now that I've turned the neck for the two back, I'm going to be joining the front with it. So I'm placing fabric to fabric, lining to lining on the shoulder, and I'm going to sew it with half an inch. Okay, so I've done that for the two, and this is how the neck is. So we're going to press it with iron. Now I'm shaping the bodies. Now this shape, I'll be shaping only fabric to fabric. Then I'll shape lining to lining, because I want to achieve a neat finish. So what I did is I measured the waist divided by 2, Then whatever is left, I divide it into two and take it. Let's say the waist divided by two is 17. Okay, for a chart, waist divided by two is 13, and I have 17. So what I have left is 2 inches and 4 inches. I will not divide it by two. That's two. I'll take two on both sides. So that's how I shaped it. Okay, so I'm taking I just cross check the back also to make sure that the allowance I have for the back and the front, they are the same. So the waist divide by 4 for the back, and whatever is left is 2 inches. So is that 2 inches I'll be using to shape. I'm cross checking the chest also. Zipper allowance plus chest divided by 4. What I have left is 2 inches. So I'll be taking 2 inches on, okay, this plus 1 inch for zipper allowance. So what I have left is 2 inches. So I'm taking 2 inches on the chest, the waist, and the hip. So I'll be shaping with 2 inches. Just cross check so that by the time you finish sewing, because this is a neat finish work, you don't want to start adjusting the dress. So you have to cross check to make sure that you use the accurate measurement of the person. Okay, so what is left for me to fix the zip? I'm going to be sewing the down by 1 inch. The down, that's where the zipper is supposed to be, by 1 inch. I'm trying to pin in the two armhole for the lining and the fabric to make sure that that place sits properly, so that when I want to fix the sleeve, it will not drag the fabric, that area will not look somehow. Okay, so I'm using pin to secure it to make sure that it aligns well. So this is a tool I'll be gathering to fix on the down part, and I showed in the cutting video, I showed how to cut it. I use 5 yards, so the length of the tool is the remaining length of the gown. Now I measure this down part so that I will know what to gather the tool to. Okay, so now for the zipper area, I've sewn the down from the down to where the zip will stop 1 inch. So it's from that point that I'll be fixing the zip to the neck area. So I'm pinning the zip. I make sure that make sure that everything is the way I want it to be when I finish sewing. You don't want a situation whereby one side is higher than the other one at the neck area. So you can use your pin to keep it, place it well, so that by the time you finish sewing it to be looking nice. Okay, so this is how it is after sewing it. Then that 1 inch, that part that I left at the neck area, you can see for this one I didn't put it before, so I'm going to be, that part that I left, that 1 inch that I left, I'll use it to hold down the zip, so that when you cut the excess, the zip will not get spoiled. Then you sew the lining on it, on the zip. Then you hold the remaining part, the downside 1 inch. That way you're going to have a neat finish. Okay, so this is how it is. Then on the inside, this is how it is, because we sew the lining also on the zipper. Okay, so now I'm just going to be fixing the two on the down part. I'm going to be sewing it only on the fabric, not on the lining, because I don't want the downside to be dragging somehow. I purposely use this method because most time when you are joining something at the down part and you put the lining with it, it used to look somehow. So I'm fixing the, I've gathered the two to the width of the down part, and I use 3 layers plus the mirror face. Okay, so I'm going to be fixing the two only to the fabric. All right, so I've done sewing it. Then it's remaining to close up the zipper point. I'll say the zipper point, because although it does not have zip, but that's the end, the back where the zip is. Okay, that's the back, the center back. So I'm holding the two one by one and sewing 1 inch to the end, so that it will look neat at the back. Okay, so I've done that, and this is how it is. I held each, the door face, the mirror face separately, the neck separately. So this is it. Now you can see that I didn't hold the lining with it. I made the lining to be a bit longer so that I can cover up the joining part. Okay, I made the lining to be a bit longer than that point where I'll be joining. So this is it. So beautiful on the dress, and she, on the lady, on the girl, and she really loves the dress. Thank you for watching. Please kindly subscribe to this channel if you have not done so, and you can turn on the notification bell so that you know whenever I load any video. Thank you so much.